Congratulations! Hanggang ngayon ay nasa step number 3 ka na. So, kung na-follow mo yung instructional video natin until this point, so maybe you're very persistent to learn paano gagamitin natin yung SorbyCalc para sa survey processing natin. So, welcome back. Nandito na tayo sa step number 3 para sa 10-step workflow for survey resource processing. So, ang step 3 natin is drawing subdivision lines. So, it's very exciting topic. Paano natin i-design natin yung scheme or paano natin i-implement yung gusto ng kliyente na i-subdivide yung parcels nila. So, let's do it. Let's minimize this one. So, let me erase this one because we will concentrate on this polygon. So, dito, for this scenario, ang gusto ng kliyente ay magsusubdivide siya ng 100 square meters. For this portion, may nakabili daw sa kanya ng 100 square meters. So, at this location here. So, ito naman, may nakabili naman na 120 square meters. Dito na portion. At saka remaining portion is isusubdivide daw ng tatlong equal part. So, that's our scenario. So, how to do it in SorbyCalc, then we'll do the subdivision of the parcel. So, we'll erase this one first. So, gusto ng client natin is dapat kung titingnan natin to sa cadastral map, ito ay isang kalsada. Ito kalsada to, then dito din kalsada. So maybe we can try to look at the cadastral map. Let's try to open this one. So tingnan natin yung cadastral map, ano yung situation. So ito Reyes Street at saka ito is Pilar Street. Maybe later on we will overlay this one into Google Earth kung ano talaga ang situation. So let's try to partition 100 square meters from this area. So gusto nila is perpendicular daw ng kalsada yung subdividing line. So I'll create a perpendicular line. So hindi ko alam kung saan. So dyan ka lang muna ilalagay. So, we'll subdivide 100 square meters. So, we're now in the step 3. Click. Okay, so this is our dialog box that i-deal natin. So, sa method, dalawang method natin, common method para pag-subdivide, yung slide bearing at saka swing align. Gagamitin natin yung dalawang method sa example natin ngayon. So, first, I'll use the slide bearing para i-delineate yung 100 square meters dito. So, I'll click slide bearing, then pwede kong i-erase itong temporary line. Okay, so click OK. So, we'll look at this command prompt. Tingnan natin yung sa baba ng AutoCAD. So, dito magtatanong yung software kung ano ang kailangan mo. So, sabi niya, pick a interior point as an initial area. So, i-click natin yung interior dito. Click. Then, select a subdividing line to slide along maintaining same bearing. So, ito yung bearing ng subdividing line natin. I-click natin yung line ito. Then, it will ask, enter desired area. Sabi niya 100. So, we'll type 100. Numlock siguro. Okay, so 100. Enter. Okay, so nag-move yung temporary subdividing line and delete niya. So, we'll check the area, level area. So, 100 naman. Okay. So, for now, we'll close that one kasi pupunta tayo dyan sa leveling ng area later on. So, second scenario, may nakabili siya dito ng around 100 square meters. At saka pero gusto niya itong corner na to is fixed. So, hindi natin alam kung saan. So, try muna natin yan ilalagay yung kasi isi-swing niya yung subdividing line. So we'll go back to step 3. Now this time, instead of slide bearing, we will use swing a line, then erase a temporary line, then click OK. Then ganun pa rin, look at sa command line ng AutoCAD, pick an interior point as the initial area. Click natin yung dito sa loob dito na area. Okay, so enter desired area, we'll type 120. Okay, then we'll select the subdividing line, select natin itong linya kahit saan. Now magtatanong siya, pick a point close to the one you intend to swing from. So gusto natin pick to. So dito natin ipipick malapit sa kanya. Diyan malapit. Compare to this point. So we'll pick here. Okay, so nagsuswing siya kusa. So tingnan natin yung area. Okay, 120 naman. Okay. Very close. So that's it. Now the second requirements. The second requirements is gusto niya is equal part yung remaining portion, tatlo, then parallel dito. So let's try to subdivide that one. So actually, instead of this button number 3, may extension tayo dito sa parcel, create subdivide mini bearing. So pwede natin gamitin yan. But for now, create muna tayo ng close polyline. So create internal boundary. So okay. So yan, na-create yung close polyline kasi gusto niyang i-select yung polyline boundary, parang close, para magamit natin itong isang extension method ng pag subdivide. So try again, subdivide mini bearing, select polyline representing the parcel. So ito yung parcel. Then start point for subdivision bearing. So gusto niya parallel daw dito. So ito, parallel. Ito yung parallel. Click. Or kahit anong bearing, pag ganyan din yung subdividing line mo. So for example dyan, parallel. So number of portion, P. So tatlo, you type 3. You type 3 for the number of portion, try natin. Okay. So automatic na siya na mag-create ng subdividing line sa lahat. So to give you we'll save this one first. So for example, may polyline kayo ng ganyan. So mahirap yan, di ba? So pag isa-isahin natin, ganyan yung polygon mo. So for example, gusto niyo i-subdivide into say 5 or 6 equal parts. So gagamitin mo to, subdivide by mini bearing, i-select yung polyline. So ganito yung subdividing line na direction mo. So portion, for example, gusto mo 6. So yan. So try mo check. So yan, see, 4 per 7. Okay, di ba? So mas madali yun pag mga equal parts. Okay, we'll erase that one. So I think we have finished the step number 3 for designing our subdividing lines. Okay, see you in the next video.